Hello everybody, this is Camping Source with another TF2 guide to our classes. Here's the soldier guide, and stay tuned till the end of the video because I'm going to talk about something I really need help with because it's a really big problem, and I'd rather not make a commentary about it because I'd rather talk about it in my episode to show you what happens, because you'll notice what happens sometimes, and you'll notice like when I go into screens and stuff. But anyways, let's just talk about this. Soldier's Pros, great health 200, and can rocket jump, and is a really balanced class. So if you're new to the game and you're just starting off and you're like, what is this guy talking about? And you're watching this soldier video and you're like, this is weird. This is a weird game. Well, it's because it's like you're like, okay, so what class I'm going to use? They're so weird. I don't get any of these. So you're new to the game, just use the soldier. Very good. But there is a con that throws it back. 80% running speed, which is really not good. There are stuff I will talk about in my weapon guides though, which will help you out with the running speed and stuff. But anyways, it's a really bad con because you'll be open to spies and snipers, and it's really it's a really big downside to the soldier. Nothing else is really bad, but you're a really good person on the battlefield. But anyways, next up is the soldier's primary, the rocket launcher. And if you don't notice, I'm in this screen. I'll talk about that later. But anyways, soldier primary, really good. It's a rocket launcher, so really good against heavies because it does a lot of damage. And yeah, so next is the secondary, which is the shotgun. Very good in a lot of cases. Really helps me out during like medium range, kind of that like short range area. Does a really good amount of damage. Is actually identical to scattergun. You might be like, okay, now the scattergun sucks, but it really doesn't. I think the scattergun's actually a faster reload. I'm not sure about that. But next off, let's talk about the melee item, the shovel, which is a really it's much better than the scout weapon. Well, the scout's bat, because it's the default version like that most classes have. 65 per hit and a 1.5 hit per second, and losing words, but anyways. Other known statistics: 300 health overheal, which any overheal is half your health plus your main health is your full overheal, and that's when a medic overheals you with their medigun. Some medics won't be using a certain. There's a certain weapon, well, overheal gun that won't work. Well, medigun that won't work to this. But that's the quick fix. I'll talk about that later in the medic video. But anyways, that's about sums it up. So anyways, thanks for watching, and now here's what I'm going to talk about. I've been having problems with my videos lately. Not really with my microphone parts, because don't worry, I'll be getting something for that, and I will fix that as quick as possible. I'm going to try to buy a headset because I don't have a headset. I have earphones though, but I want to buy a headset. Probably going to convince my parents to get me one because I really want one. It'd really help me out with these videos and going online. And I need a new, but that's not really the big problem. It really is the screen recorder. I'm bad with the words today. But anyways, yeah, I need a new screen recorder for my Mac OS X. I'm going to get something that has like Windows and Mac on the same computer, so maybe I'll get a Windows thing. But right now, I need a Mac thing because I don't think I'm going to download the whole Team Fortress 2 game onto Windows. Plus, I'd rather be making all my videos on the Mac part. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you could help me out. It's really not a big thing. My last video didn't get that many views, but I did send a message to like one channel, and I noticed a lot of people actually really liked the video. And so anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you'll help me out with this. I'll see you later. Bye.